So why do we sabotage ourselves? Why do we eat well for a while and set the intention of never binge again, and then after a few days we forget about it, or we go really well for even maybe weeks or months, and then boom, it's gone. So there are a few reasons why we sabotage. One of the reasons is because there is a secondary benefit that you get from binge eating. And yes, it might feel like I'm not getting any benefits from it. Why should I binge? I feel shit after that. I feel guilty. I feel bad about it. And there's no reason why I binge. Well, that's what you think on the conscious level. But there is also that subconscious level, that level where 95% of all our decisions are driven by, which is our subconscious mind. And if you are getting a benefit from binge eating, from eating all that crappy food, then you will continue doing that. There is a benefit that you get from it. And sometimes that's the only pleasure that we have in our life. Sometimes that's the only way we get actually a break, because otherwise we continue working. But no, if I binge, I will feel so sick. So we'll actually then have a break, have a pause, and allow myself to just rest because I feel so bad. Maybe it's a way to procrastinate from the house chores or from work that you have to do. But if you binge, you feel bad, you feel crap, so you can then rest, or it gives you something to do. There is a benefit, that secondary benefit that you get from doing that. Maybe even you're scared to, if you stop binge eating, you will not get that pleasure food anymore. So it's your way to get that pleasure food. Maybe even people who have been sexually harassed, for example, in the past, or have this sexual trauma, and their fear might be, if I stop binge eating, I will lose weight, then I will be attractive to the opposite sex. I don't want to get that sexual attention. I don't want to get that attention. So I rather binge and stay big, and then I won't get and then I won't lose weight. So that's my way to protect. That could be one of the reasons why you sabotage. So secondary gain is what we call it. Another reason why you're sabotaging may be because all of us have a certain belief of what we're worthy. If you believe that this is what you're worthy, every time you go past it, every time you're eating well, feeling amazing, exercising, moving, and you get past that point, at some point it will feel uncomfortable. Everything inside you will go, who do you think you are? Do you think you can feel amazing? Who do you think you are? You deserve to be down here, because that's what feels comfortable. That's what we know. That's what it's in a space we've been living. Maybe even there are people now making comments, oh my God, you look amazing. So you feel that pressure to stay that way. Maybe there are even some family members who are jealous now, or some colleagues who are jealous. Because you're doing so well, that doesn't feel comfortable, so you pull back. It's like a thermostat that's set, let's say, to 20 degrees, okay? That thermostat goes up and down. So if, let's say, that thermostat is set to 20 degrees, which is basically the worthiness that you feel you deserve. Now, if that drops, you hit that rock bottom where you feel like, that's it, no more. I will no longer eat that crap food. I will no longer wear all these baggy clothes and feel like crap. I will do something about it. It's that second split of a decision when you want to change your life, and boom, you change. That is that rock bottom that you hit. Unfortunately, there is also that upper ceiling, okay, that glass ceiling that we have. And when we hit that's kind of that spot where we start feeling uncomfortable. We hit that spot of what we believe we deserve or past the point what we deserve, where we start feeling so amazing, it flows, we have everything we wanted, our relationship is going amazing, we're eating well, we're exercising, moving, having all that energy, start achieving all these things. And then it starts going in that back of your mind, that subconsciously, who do you think you are? You're not deserving. You can't do this. You've been always a piece of shit. You're not gonna do that. So it hits that ceiling and you sabotage and go back. And so you keep going between the rock bottom and upper ceiling. Rock bottom, upper ceiling. So what is important is that we recreate new identity. Because if we have this identity, I've always been fat, I will always be fat. I've always had eating issues. My family had an eating issue. So we're creating this identity of who we believe we are. And as humans, we are wired to want to keep our identity. We want to know, who am I? I am that, I'm lazy, I am procrastinator, I am perfectionistic, I am this, I'm that. Everything that starts with I have, I am, it's an identity that we want to keep, and we will keep wanting to keep it. So we will keep hitting that spot. What's important is that we break that belief about who we are and what we do, so that we can raise that bar, so we now keep going higher and can stay up higher. We create even then a new identity that is maybe even more, and we stay up there. That is the work that we need to do to stop sabotaging ourselves and keep going up there. It's time to create new identity so that you can really regain the control and with food, so that you can have that life that you really deserve and desire, that is fueled by freedom, by joy, by happiness, and everything else you want.